Jesus, I can't get this thing. Sorry, you guys. Figure this thing out here in a sec. Oh my gosh, it keeps popping out of the holder. All right, does that work? Let's see. Hi, you guys, welcome. Sorry if you tuned in yesterday and couldn't hear me. We tried going outside, but apparently that doesn't work. So we are back inside today. We're gonna use the same playlist that we used yesterday. If you wanna go over to my Spotify, it's called Sunny Spring Slow Flow. It's the last playlist that I've made. It's also in my Instagram story. So my Instagram is Wild Acorn Jen. You can either find that link in my Instagram or just go to Spotify and look up my name, Jennifer Turner, or just search the playlist. It's Yoga Sunny Spring. I will also put it in where do I chat on here? Nope. Oh wow, I could give myself a filter. Let's not do that. Normal. 1 second, you guys. So I put the playlist in my Instagram. If you give me just 1 more second, if you want to go grab that playlist so you have some music to listen to while we move today. Well, you don't want to look at that or that. Okay. Alright, I think we can see me good enough. All right, welcome you guys. My name is Jen. It is 2:30, so we're gonna get started here. You don't need anything unless you have a block at home that you like to use. Go ahead. Things you gotta manage here. All right, we're gonna get started in child's pose today. You can take your knees out wide, your big toes to touch. All right. So starting in child's pose, sitting your hips back toward your heels, resting your forehead down on the mat. Maybe just finding some organic movement side to side as you just let your body settle into this shape. And then finding stillness. And just start to listen to the natural flow of your breath in and out through the nose. You start to slow down that breath so you can Inhale a little bit more air, filling up and feeling the pause at the top. And then slowly exhaling out through the nose, feeling the body grow heavy and soften. Breathing into your shoulder blades, letting your lungs expand into your back and down and towards your kidneys. And then exhale like a balloon, just softly deflating. Let's take another big breath here together like that, inhaling all the way up, filling up and holding at the top. And then exhaling, letting it go. If you'd like to set an intention or dedication for your practice, don't think about it too much. Just notice what's on your heart, what pops into your mind first. Could be a word, a color, or a feeling. And let that word, color, feeling guide the rest of your practice along with your breath. Now sweeping the right hand back towards your right heel. We're going to press up to a tabletop pose on your left hand as you sweep your right arm up and around, circling out that right shoulder, and then falling back to child's pose, hips to heels. Switching sides, left hand goes back to your left heel. Then pressing up onto your right palm through tabletop, circling your left arm up and around. And we'll take that with our breath now, connecting movement and breath. Right arm goes back, inhale to reach, and exhale to fall. Left hand back, inhale, circling, reach out through the fingertips. And then just take that a couple more times here on your own, at your own pace with your breath. Maybe even closing the eyes. And just finding this rhythmic wave of body and breath. One more time through each side. And then pausing back as your hips fall into child's pose. Slowly now shifting forward to your tabletop. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Walking your knees in a little bit. Inhaling to scoop the heart up through cow pose. Exhaling, curling into cat, dome through the upper back. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Shoulder blades pinch together. Exhale, shoulder blades broaden across the sides of your back. Move like you organically now, taking this cat-cow into any other direction or shape, bending the elbows or circling out the head and the hips. Maybe shifting forward and back around the wrists. Just move in all directions. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Just noticing how you feel today. Taking a couple more breaths. Big circle through the neck. And then we'll bring it back to that neutral tabletop pose. Now stepping your right foot forward outside of your right hand. Hug your right knee into your right shoulder. Then tuck your left toes and lift your left leg long. Drive your head forward and spike the left heel up. Then shift forward and back. Take a deep breath in. Pressing into your palms on your breath out. Inhale, opening the right arm up high towards the sky. Take an easy twist. Full inhale. And releasing, exhale. One more big breath in, twisting, looking up. Exhale, drop the left knee down. Sweep the right hand back. Starting to open through the chest. Just reach your right fingertips back. And then we're going to lift up, keeping that twist. Lift your left arm off of the mat. Your left knee stays on the ground. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Now drop the right hand to your left thigh and reach your left arm up and back. Look down over your right shoulder. Twisting to the right, take another full breath in. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back, come back to tabletop pose. Left foot steps forward outside of the left hand. Tuck the right toes, lengthen the right leg. Really straighten out through the right leg as you shift forward and back. Taking a deep breath in, driving your head forward. Breath out, pressing into your palms. Inhale, open your left arm up high towards the sky. Easy twist. Full breath in. And a big breath out. One more inhale here. Exhale, lowering the right knee down to the ground. First, stretch your left hand back. Drop your hips. Isometrically engage the inner thighs as you lift that right arm off the ground. Keep twisting open towards your left. Maybe look at your left thumb. Then drop the left hand to your right thigh and inhale the right arm up and back. Look down over your left shoulder as you stretch your right fingertips up towards the sky. Take another big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back, tabletop pose. Find some organic movement here, maybe a cat-cow, just wiggling the hips side to side. Inhale, scooping the heart up. And then exhale, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. As you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Press into your palms and just feel out your first down dog of practice today. Taking a deep breath in. And a releasing breath out. Two more like that. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more full big breath in all the way up to the tippy top. And exhale, you let it go, melting your heels a little closer towards the earth, spiking your tailbone up towards the sky and sending your gaze or your drishti between your heels. This is your focus points, so that you're releasing tension from the neck and jaw. On your next inhale, let's lift up to our tippy toes and step forward slowly to the top of the mat. When you arrive at the top, bend your knees and forward fold, just taking a gentle ragdoll here. Any arm variation is welcome, maybe grabbing opposite elbows or interlacing all 10 fingers and pressing your knuckles overhead. Just find that soft forward fold. There's really no need to lock out the legs here. Shifting some weight forward into the balls of your feet while keeping your heels rooted. Take another deep inhale. And a releasing exhale. Release your hands down towards the mat. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider into a yogi squat. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Bring your hands to heart center. Just take a moment here. Maybe you want to find, again, organically moving, softening into the shape instead of forcing it. It might not be super low today. You might even sit on your block. And lift up Mula Bandha, drawing up the pelvic floor. Draw an Uddiyana Bandha, hugging your navel into your spine. Use your elbows to press your knees a little wider, and then the knees draw into the elbows, engaging the inner thighs. Lift up through the crown of the head as you take a deep breath in. And then wash the breath down the spine. One more like that, in and up the spine. And exhale, release. Plant your hands to the earth. Turn your toes forward. Come back into that forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Circle your arms up and overhead. And exhale, hands in to heart center. Let's start to flow with our breath now. Inhale, reaching your arms up high. Grab your left wrist. Take a side bend over to your right. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, grab your right wrist and stretch up and over to your left, keeping your left side long. Try to lengthen out a little bit further. And then inhale, come back up through center, reach up. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Pull your heart forward into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms and step your feet to the back of your mat. Hold at the top of your plank pose, pressing the ground away. Instead of the tailbone up in the sky, scoop the pelvis forward so your top hip points come towards your bottom rib points, engaging your core. Squeeze the navel in towards your back body. Breathe in. Breath out, knees up or down on the mat. We'll bend our elbows straight back and lower all the way down. Tops of the feet. Kiss the earth, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift your heart through baby cobra. With your fingertips on the earth, pull your heart forward and lengthen the back of your neck. Breathe in. And then exhale, softly lower back down. Tuck your toes under, engaging your quadriceps, hug your navel into your spine, and squeeze your elbows in towards your side body. And then press straight up to your plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, hips up and back to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's lower down to the knees into a child's pose. Sit your hips back towards your heels. We're going to come to standing on the right knee and lifting onto the right palm. So stand on your right knee and step your left foot back and sweep your left arm up towards the sky for this kneeling half moon shape. Lifting the left leg parallel towards the ground. Flex your left toes back towards your face. Take a deep breath in. On your breath out, circle your left arm forward and come back to child's pose, hips back towards your heels. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hip open, press into your right hand. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose, curl in, shoulders come over the wrist. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Good. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Standing splits, lift your left leg and bow forward. See if you might walk your hands back a little closer towards your right foot. And then let the head hang heavy towards your right toe. Wrap your inner left thigh in and up and lift up through your heel as your left toe points straight down towards the ground. Take another deep breath in. On your breath out, we're coming into yogi squat. Step your left foot down, maybe widen your stance as you bend your knees, sink your hips, and lift your heart. Take a full breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Plant your hands, turn your toes forward. Any arm variation, you might clasp your hands and press your knuckles up and overhead. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release your hands and sweep them high to stand. Rise up, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, stretch over to your left. Inhale, stand tall, reach up, look past your fingertips. Exhale, lead with your heart, keeping a long spine as you forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, pull the heart forward and your tailbone presses back. Exhale, plant your palms. Step to the back of your mat, holding at the top of your push-up. Knees up or down this time. We'll lower to hover into chaturanga, or feel free to lower all the way down to your belly. Bend your elbows. Baby cobra or up dog as you lift your heart. Child's pose on your breath out, hips back toward your heels. All right, we'll flow through that on the left side now. Inhale, standing on your left knee. Your left hand stays down and you sweep that right leg back and your right arm up to the sky. Float the right leg off the ground and flex your right toes. So it's a half moon shape in this kneeling position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep your right arm forward and come back to child's pose, tucking your toes under. And then wave your spine into downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Inhale, lift the left leg high, bend your knees, stack your hip open. Press into your left hand and lift the left knee a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, pulse forward. Inhale, left knee goes up and back. Exhale, shift forward, step through between your hands, land lightly. Keeping your abdominals on your left thigh, standing splits, lift your right leg. Maybe walking the hands back closer towards the left foot. Maybe framing the foot as your head drops heavy towards your left toes. Wrapping the inner right thigh in and up towards the sky so the leg is internally rotated so your right toe is pointing straight towards the earth. Take another full breath in. Exhale, yogi squat. Step the right foot down. Widen your stance as you bend your knees. Drop your hips. Hands to heart center to inhale. And exhale, drawing up the pelvic floor, keeping Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Plant the hands, forward fold, turning your toes forward. Maybe interlacing your hands and sending your knuckles up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, release the hands and sweep them up and overhead to stand. Reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, bring it back up through center. Exhale, stretch over to your left. Inhale, stand tall, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your heart. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, high to low push-up, your variation of chaturanga. Baby cobra or up dog on your inhale, lift your heart. Child's pose on your exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Pausing here, take a deep breath in. And a releasing breath out. All right, so we're gonna flow through that a couple more times together now. Moving with our breaths. 3-second inhale and a 3-second exhale now. Standing on the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back and sweep your left arm up towards the sky. Float the left leg. Option to bind this time, catching the top of your left foot with your left hand. Kick the left foot into your hand and open your heart. Look high over your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the foot and swing the left arm forward. Child's pose with your toes tucked under. And then we wave the hips up into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, bend your knees, stack your hip open. Exhale, knee to nose, pulse forward. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, step through, standing splits. Left leg lifts, head hangs heavy, breathe in. And breath out. Yogi squat, left foot steps down, bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Any arm variation, breathe in. And breath out, rise to stand. Sweep your arms up and overhead, reach up, look up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, stretch to your left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale, lengthen halfway, heart reaches forward. Exhale, Vinyasa, plant your palms, step or hop back. Follow your breath. Inhaling, lifting the heart. Child's pose on your exhale, knees down, hips back. Standing now on your left knee. Inhale to rise, step the right foot back, sweep the right side up, lifting your right leg. Option to bind, bending the right knee, catching the top of your right foot. Kick your right foot into your right hand, looking over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the right foot, sweep the right arm up and back. Child's pose with your toes tucked under to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, the left leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hip open. Exhale, knee to nose, pulse forward. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, shift forward, step through between the hands, standing splits, right leg lifts, bow forward. Full breath in. Exhale, yogi squat. Bend your knees, drop the hips. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale to fold. Straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands and rise to stand. Reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, rise back up to center. Exhale, take it to your left. Inhale, stand tall, look up. Exhale, forward fold, cascade over your legs. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale to flow, plant your palms, step or hop back. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, child's pose. Knees to the earth, hips back to your heels. And just pause here for a moment. Let yourself settle in. Take a moment to remember your intention. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Toes tuck under. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift up to tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to pull your heart forward and lengthen halfway. Exhale, you bow back in over your legs. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samasthiti. Softening your shoulders, feel your feet on the earth. Standing a little taller, lifting up through the base of your skull and the crown of your head. Full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Now bring your big toes to touch, leaving about 2 inches between your heels. Bend your knees so that your middle fingers graze the earth. Sweep your arms down outside your feet. Shift your weight back into your heels. Keep your legs here. Now inhale, lift your heart and your arms by your ears. Utkatasana, chair pose. Full breath in, squeezing the legs together, pressing into the outside edges of your feet while drawing the knees together. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your right arm back, take an open twist. Inhale, reach your right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, sweep your left arm back. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, forward, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, Vinyasa, or don't. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog this time, flipping over the tops of your feet, lifting your hips up high towards the sky. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, shift forward, step through in between your palms. Lower your left knee down to the ground for a kneeling crescent. Inhale, sweep your arms up high. Scissor your legs together. Drawing your right heel back, your left knee hugs forward. Maybe you look up, take a deep breath in. And a breath out. One more inhale. Feeling the legs stay active, like you're trying to pull the mat together between the feet. Exhale, lower your hands down inside of your right foot. Oh, now we'll just frame the right foot and pull back into half splits. You can pull your heart forward, maybe keeping your hands on the mat, or if you want a core challenge, take your arms back like airplane wings so that your palms are facing down, your thumbs point out. Right, take another deep breath in. And a releasing breath out. Reach your heart forward. Keep pulling your right hip crease back for another big breath in. And a breath out. Inhale to shift forward, rebending the right knee. Open the right arm up high to the sky. Take an easy twist. Full breath in. On your exhale, we're going to lift that torso just like we did in our warm-up, but this time our left knee is lifted. And then drop the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm up and back. Look down over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your left hand down to the ground and slide your right hand to your lower back onto your sacrum. Revolved half moon. Lift your left leg, keeping your hips square. Right leg floats off the ground. And then maybe you add your right arm into the mix, opening your right arm up towards the sky, extending out through that left heel. Look up towards your right fingertips. Take another deep breath in. And a breath out, pressing out through your left heel. Look down. Lower your right hand and step your left toes back. Right foot follows to plank pose. Bending your elbows, take it through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Then we'll take it through just like that on the left side. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. Exhale, shifting forward, step in between your hands and lower your right knee down to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms high, kneeling crescent. Full breath in. Exhale, isometrically engage the legs, hugging your right knee forward and your left heel back. Full breath in. And a breath out, squeezing in towards the midline. Keep the legs active. One more inhale. Exhale, half splits. Lengthen your left leg, pull your hips back and away from your left heel. Hands can lower down to the earth as you reach your heart forward. Or maybe sweep the arms back as your torso hovers off the left leg. Look forward past your toes for an inhale. And stay for your exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, shift forward, low lunge. Lift your right knee, plant your right hand, and open the left arm up to the sky to twist. Pull the left hip crease back and down and lift up to that right thigh. Legs are strong, breathing. On your exhale, you lift your torso, floating your right hand off the ground into that open twist to your left. Reach your left hand back, breathe in. Exhale, drop the left hand to your right thigh and reach your right arm high. Look down over your left shoulder, full breath in. Exhale, right hand down to the ground, left hand to your sacrum, your lower back, revolve half moon. Lift your right leg. You might walk those right fingertips forward a little bit so they're underneath your right shoulder. Hips stay square, so right hip down in line with the left. And then open the left arm up to the sky to twist. You might look up towards your left fingertips. If this pose brings up some emotions for you, I totally understand. I think it pissed me off a lot the first time we did it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take your left hand down, step your right toes back. Left foot follows. Follow your breath through a vinyasa, maybe closing your eyes. Back to downward facing dog. All right, so we'll take it through that sun bee variation a couple more times together now. Moving breath to movement with that slow, deep diaphragmatic breath. Inhale, lift up high to your tippy toes. Exhale, forward to the top. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips low, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take your right arm back, open twist. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take your left arm back. Inhale, reach up, look up, sit low. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts the right leg high. Exhale, shift forward, step through, left knee lowers. Inhale, reach up, kneeling crescent, one breath in. Exhale, half splits. Lengthen your right leg, take your arms back or down to the earth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, shift forward, low lunge. Lift your left knee and open your right arm to twist. Full breath in. Breath out. Lift your left hand off the ground as you lift your torso. Rising into our open twist. Dropping the right hand to your left thigh. Inhale, reach your left arm up and back. Breathe. Exhale, revolved half moon. Left hand down. Right hand to your sacrum. Lift that left leg. Right fingertips open up towards the sky as you add that twist. Press your left heel back. Breathe in. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Step back. Take it through your vinyasa, your variation. Maybe you're adding chaturangas today. Maybe you're skipping it entirely. On your next inhale, lifting your left leg up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, step it through. Right knee lowers. Inhale, reach up, kneeling crescent. Inhale. Exhale to half splits. Lengthen your left leg. Take your arms back or hands to the earth. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale to low lunge. Right hand plants. Open twist, left arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Breath out. Lift your torso. Float the right hand off the ground and lift up. Drop your left hand. Revolved crescent. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, right hand down to the earth. Revolved half moon. Right leg lifts. Point your right toes straight down towards the earth and then revolve just your heart. Open towards the left, lifting your left arm up to the sky. Full breath in. And a breath out. Step it back. Rinse it all out with a vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Was that the left side? Yeah, that was the left side, right?
I'm not sure.
It was. Okay, let's take a full breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, lift up to your tippy toes. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, let's lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Either big toes touching or feet hips width distance apart. Whatever is working for your body today. If you have lower back pain, keep the feet apart about hips width. If not, try to keep them together and squeeze the legs together. Good, so we're gonna hold in this chair pose for several rounds of breath. Maybe closing your eyes, shifting your weight back into your heels. Coming back to our bandhas, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. These are energy locks. Lifting up the pelvic floor is Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is your core, drawing your navel in. Staying really strong here, containing your energy. Ujjayi Pranayama is that audible breath in and out through your nose. It sounds like Darth Vader or ocean waves. Let's take 3 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sitting low. Exhale, stay. Maybe float our 10 toes off the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze those legs together. 1 more full breath in. Exhale to stand, hands to your heart. Soften your shoulders. Maybe roll out the neck. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Vinyasa or don't, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Maybe from up dog, you add another chaturanga, and then you press up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend your knee, stack your right hip. Open on top of the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we'll shift forward, tapping the right knee to the right tricep. How high can you lift the right knee up the right arm? And then drop it down just to your wrist, not to the ground, don't touch. And then twist over to your left wrist. And then pulse it up to your left tricep and bring it back to your right tricep. Squeeze it there, breathe in. Exhale, lift the right leg up and back, take a big inhale. And then we'll flip our dog, step your right foot over. Plant both feet, drop your hips. And then inhale, lift the hips up to the sky, stretching your right arm up and back. Full breath in. Exhale, lower down to a seat, facing the back now. Scooch back onto your mat if you came off. Lift your legs, high boat. Sit tall, reach forward or use your fingertips behind you to support you. Inhale, staying for your exhale. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, low boat, straighten your legs and hover. Inhale, lift back up. We'll take 2 more like that, low boat. Inhale, lift high. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rock and roll. Take it forward and back. All right, so every time we face the back, think left side. So we're gonna stand on our left foot and sweep the right leg back into half moon. Lift your right side. Left fingertips reach in front of your left toes. Now if your left fingertips don't touch the earth, you can always bend the left knee or use a block if you have one. Maybe look towards the horizon or up towards your right hand. And if you're looking forward, see if you can bring the right leg forward a little bit so that you can see your right toes in your periphery vision. Take another inhale. Exhale, look down, step your right toes all the way back, and we'll take a vinyasa or not. Meeting back in downward facing dog. All right, just like that on the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knees, stack your left hip open. Full breath in. Exhale, left knee to the left tricep. Lift it up as high as you can up the left arm. And then drop it down to your left wrist. And twist over to your right wrist. And then pulse it up to your right tricep. Lift it up. And then bring it back over to your left tricep. Give it a squeeze. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, flip your dog. Drop your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down to a seat. High boat. Facing the front again now. Lift your legs, sit tall. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, 3 pulses. Take it low. Inhale, lift high. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, high boat. Grab the back of your thighs, rock and roll forward and back. So we're facing the front again, so that means right side. Half moon on your right leg. Plant your right leg, sweep your left leg back. Again, if you don't have a block, you can always bend the right knee if the right fingertips don't touch the ground. Maybe you don't even need the right hand on the ground. You can just float the right fingertips off. And then turn your gaze forward or up. And notice if you can see your left toes. If not, bring your left leg slightly forward. And keep revolving your heart up towards the horizon. Take another full breath in. And a breath out, look down, step back. Low lunge to Vinyasa, step in. And follow your breath. All right, so we're going to do that again and just add on a few more postures. Inhale, lifting the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, tap your right tricep. And then twist to your left tricep. And down to your left wrist. Right wrist. And pulse all the way up and squeeze to your right shoulder. Three-legged dog, lift your right leg up. Exhale, flip your dog, take it around. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale to lower. 3 pulses. High to low boat Navasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, high. Rock and roll. Land on your left foot. Half moon. Right leg goes back. Inhale, you open. Now maybe this time you want to take the bind that we prepped at the beginning of class, grabbing the top of your right foot in Shavasana. Opening that right hip, kicking your right foot into your right hand. Take another big breath in. Really slowly land lightly in Warrior 2. Step your right foot back. Inhale, lift your heart. Sink your hips low. Take extra time this round to find your alignment. Your left heel is in line with the arch of your right foot. Left knee over your left middle toe. Looking past your left middle finger with your gaze. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, settle in, softening your shoulders. Strengthen your legs. Full breath in. And an audible breath out. Inhale, lift your right arm up and back and reverse your warrior. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and straighten your left leg. Lengthening into that sky archer. Full breath in. Exhale, reach your left hand forward. Triangle pose. Drop your left hand to your left shin and reach your right arm up to the sky. Right arm reaching up, look up. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out, drawing your left hip underneath you and reach the crown and the base of your skull forward, away from your hips. One more inhale. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Three-legged dog, send your left leg up and back. Extend out through your left heel. Exhale to flow. Vinyasa, maybe hover your left toes and then lower them as you lift your chest. Back to downward facing dog. Okay, facing the back, left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up, open your hip. Exhale, tap your left tricep. And then tap your right tricep. And then drop down to your right wrist and your left wrist. And pulse it all the way up to your left shoulder. Lift it up. And then send that left knee up and back. Stack your hips. Flip your dog. Step your left foot over. Drop your hips. Inhale, ground it through your feet, lift your hips high. Exhale, lower down. 3 pulses, high to low boat. Inhale, lift the legs, maybe you straighten them this time. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, up. Exhale, rock and roll. Half moon on your right foot. Stand on your right foot. Sweep your left leg back. And maybe you take that option for Shavasana, bending the left knee, catching the top of your left foot, wherever you're at, working into the variation that honors your body today. Maybe floating the right hand off the ground. a deep inhale. Release the bind and step back, landing lightly, silently into warrior two. Bend your right knee. Settle in. Make your adjustments, widening your stance, sending the right knee over your right toes. Looking past your right little finger. Doing great. Steer your right hip underneath you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit a little lower. One more full inhale. Squeezing your feet together on your exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep your right arm up and back. Then grab your right wrist with your left hand. Pull back and straighten your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, release and reach your right hand forward. Triangle pose, right hand to your shin, left arm up to the sky. Press into your feet, lift up through your quadriceps. And then reach the base and the crown of your head away from your hips, so forward. Maybe take a tiny bit of weight out of your right hand. Full breath in. Exhale, look down, bend your right knee, take your hands to the mat, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale, and a releasing exhale, let it go. All right, you guys, we're gonna take it through one more round. We'll move breath to movement this time, so everything we've done so far in this final round, and then we'll slow down and finish it off. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, tap your right tricep. Drop it down to your right wrist, and then over to your left wrist. Pulse it up, and up to your right shoulder, lift it up. Right knee goes up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, flip your dog. Inhale, lift hips. Exhale, lower. 3 pulses, high to low boat. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Rock and roll. Half moon on your left foot. Sweep your right leg back. Inhale to open it up. Exhale, warrior two, step back. Inhale, sit low, reach out through your fingertips. Reverse, grab your left wrist with your right hand and straighten your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose, reach forward, and then take your left hand down and your right arm up. Full breath in, look high. Exhale, take your hands down to the mat. Oh, I forgot this on the other side. 3-legged dog, left leg goes up. Exhale, 3-legged chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing down. Inhale, left leg up, bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, pulse to your left shoulder. Then drop it down to your left wrist, your right wrist, and up to your right shoulder. And then hold at your left shoulder, squeeze. 3-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, flip down. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower. 3 boat pulses, last time, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more, lower. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Rock and roll. Half moon on your right foot. Take your left leg back. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, land in warrior two, step back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Grab your right wrist, straighten your right leg. Triangle pose, reach forward. Right hand down, left arm up. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. 3-legged dog, send your right leg up. Exhale, shift forward, 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Lower your knees to the mat. Come to a seat. Hips back to your heels. Rest your hands on your thighs and turn your palms up to the sky. Close your eyes. Send all your attention to the tips of your fingers. Noticing the swirling sensation. And start to listen to your breath slow down and lengthen. Consciously softening your shoulders as you exhale. Take another deep breath in and hold at the top. Swallow that breath. And then open mouth, exhale, let it all the way out. Slowly opening your eyes when you're ready. We'll just sweep our legs out in front of us. Scooch your hips forward and roll onto your backs. What time do we have? Okay, we'll take a back bend here. Either bridge, or if you're already ready for wheel or Vinyasa, go ahead. Toes point forward, walk your heels in towards your glutes. For bridge, let's set up with our arms down by our sides. And inhale, lift the hips up. Shimmy one shoulder and then the other together. So you clasp your hands and press your pinkies down to the mat. Drive your knees forward as you wrap your inner thighs in and down towards the mat so your legs are internally rotating. Take 3 more slow breaths here, keeping your gaze straight up past the tip of your nose. As you're ready, slowly release. Lower your hips down towards the mat. Take the soles of your feet to touch your knees out wide into Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand to your heart, the other hand to your belly. Relax your glutes and your face. Breathe into your palms, feeling your breath rise into your hands. And then fall back into yourself. And as you're ready, close your knees. You can use your hands to draw the legs together. And then we'll just rock up to a seat. So we'll take either fire log pose, stacking shin on top of shin, or cow face pose with the knee on top of knee. So let's start with the left leg on top first. So either variation, ankle to knee for fire log, feet are flexed, or crossing the legs all the way across so the knees come into line and the feet come back towards your hips. I find this variation a lot easier, but everybody's body is different. So once you found that variation, if both of these seem totally impossible today, just take crisscross applesauce, noticing which leg is crossed on top. Okay, inhale, sitting tall. Now this might be enough for you. You might not need any more, but if you have anything else to give, hinge at your waist, reaching your heart forward and bow in. You can use your hands to support you, or if your forearms lower down, flip your palms up to the sky and fold in. So lately, myself and seems like the world all around us feels like we're all trying to figure out what's next, what's to come, what's going to happen, how long is it going to last. So concerned about the future. It reminds me of a story that always brings a smile to my face about one of my little neighbor kids. And they were in the car on a road trip, and he was only 3 at the time, but he likes to talk like an adult, and it's really cute. And he was trying to imitate, I'm sure, something he had heard before many times. And he said, instead of, "Are we there yet?" he said, "Are we here yet?" And it makes me laugh, because truly, that is the question. Are we here yet? Can we be here and now in this present moment, not worried about the future that we have little to no control over? What we can be in control of is where our thoughts and mind reside, right here, right now. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, slowly lift back up. Uncross your legs wherever they're at, and take your feet out in front of you, a little bit wider than your hips, and your hands behind you. And just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And we'll switch directions this time. So last time we had our left leg on top. This time make sure the right leg is on top. If you did crisscross applesauce, switch legs. It'll probably feel a little weird if you're not used to it. So cow face or fire log. Take a big breath in. And then maybe hinge at your waist, reaching the heart forward and fold in. And then ask yourself, am I here yet? Can I be here now? Because here and now, everything is okay. Can I take another deep breath in? And letting the exhale clear the mind. Listening to your breath, perhaps inhaling a deep sense of peace. Exhaling out gratitude, perhaps sending it to a person or a situation. Inhaling peace. Exhaling gratitude. Because the truth of the matter is, these shapes, these postures are uncomfortable. They might bring up that want or that itch to move, to make it easier, to get out of it, just like life. But can you take another breath in of peace? And then find something to be thankful for, sending it out. As you're ready, slowly lifting your heart back up, taking your hands behind you, uncrossing your legs, and then just washing the knees side to side. And whenever you're done, we'll come to lying on our backs. Just giving you these final few moments to take whatever it is that your body needs, maybe a supine twist, maybe a happy baby, a plow, or a shoulder stand. If you're taking a reclined twist, make sure to switch sides. And whenever you're ready, meeting, lying on our backs, taking up as much space as you need, releasing your legs and your arms long out to your sides. And just surrendering into stillness, letting yourself be held by the earth. Separate your teeth at the back of your mouth, relaxing your jaw. And just feel the skin on your face soften. Your shoulder blades holding your heart. Relaxing your chest and your belly, your hips, your glutes, your thighs, your calves, your feet. As if your body could melt and spread out across the ground like water. And just feeling yourself soften. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. And if you're ready to reawaken, start to deepen your breath. Bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Reach your arms up and overhead, draw your legs together, point your toes, take a good morning stretch, reaching out through your fingertips, breathe in. Exhale, bend one knee and then the other, drawing your knees into your chest for a hug. Rolling to one side in a fetal position. Use your top hand. Slowly press yourself up to a seat. Just take a moment seated with your eyes closed. Perhaps again asking yourself, am I here yet? Feeling sit bones on the earth. Noticing what has shifted in your mind and body from the beginning of class until now. And opening your palms, extend your fingers forward to send out metta, loving kindness, out to someone who could use it today. Maybe a group of people or someone in particular. hands back into heart center. Thank you so much for showing up today for yourself and for the greater good of all. My name is Jennifer. All the love and light within me bows to and honors all the love and light within each and every one of you. Together we bow. Namaste. Thanks so much, you guys. I hope that you had a great class. I'm teaching again a couple more times the rest of this week, so would love to see you again. Please, if you feel called to donate to the Teacher Relief Fund at blackswanyoga.com/live. Again, 100% of those donations are going to support your Black Swan Yoga teachers, and we greatly appreciate it. So yeah, anything you could donate. Patsy and I are matching your donations. Well, we matched donations this morning for Eduardo's birthday in chaturangas. So I will be doing 28 chaturangas with Patsy. I'll announce it on my Instagram where we're going to be doing that. So go check that out, Wild Acorn Jen on Instagram. And that is it. Be well, you guys. Have a wonderful day.